Today's presentation is on the devices of communication. During this presentation, we'll learn about the following: laptops, phones, both conventional and smartphones, e-readers, iPods, tablets and the iPad, and then the devices that fall into the category Internet of Things, also known as IoT. We begin with a concept on connecting. All devices must connect to the internet. This connection will most likely be wireless. You can set up a wireless connection at home with a router and a modem. If you want to be able to access your device anytime, even without Wi-Fi, you can purchase it with the built-in modem. In this case, you will also purchase a data plan so that it can use cellular data. The operating system is software built into computers or devices and determines how it looks and behaves. With computers, there's 3 different types of operating systems: Windows, Apple operating system, or Linux, a well-kept secret operating system. One type of laptop, Chromebook, uses the Chrome operating system. Devices and phones have additional operating systems. Some examples are the Android operating system, the Apple, Windows, and BlackBerry. Each operating system creates a different way of seeing your device, and each will use different stores to download apps. Laptops. There are some relatively new types of laptops. Touchscreens are very popular, and Windows 8 and now Windows 10 makes full use of the touchscreen. 2-in-1 computers are combination tablet and laptop. An Ultrabook is super thin, lightweight with a better battery, and shorter boot up times. They will also include touch screens, and all-in-one contains everything in the computer monitor. The Chromebook is a laptop that's been used in schools. It's inexpensive and designed mostly for online. It runs the Google Chrome operating system, which has less features than Windows. It's not designed for downloading programs. Instead, it's designed to work online. It has a simpler processor. It uses less RAM and less storage. It's a great basic computer, but not so good if you're doing photo editing or complex computing. Next, we're going to talk about phones. A conventional phone is an old flip phone. It's simple, compact, and can be used to text and take pictures. It allows Bluetooth for hands-free usage. It can do simple internet tasks, but it's really not designed for fast browsing. A smartphone has many additional features, including the ability to use multiple emails, great organizational tools, and a ready source of information, a great computer, and the ability to entertain you anywhere, anytime. It uses both cellular and wireless connections. You will have to purchase a data plan along with some type of cell service. Tablets and the iPad. A tablet is a handheld computer designed mostly for consuming media. It's ideal for gaming, watching videos, reading, playing games, accessing your email, web browsing, and more. It doesn't have a large amount of storage, so mostly things are kept on the cloud. You can download materials and apps to the tablet. The iPad is a type of tablet with the Apple operating system. Other tablets can use a variety of operating systems. Tablets use a simpler operating system, and different tablets will use different operating systems. There's usually free updates for the operating system. They feature special hard drives which are solid state. These are quicker to start up and more durable than the hard disk drives. All tablets have Wi-Fi, but if you want cellular, you must buy a device that has an internal modem, and then you will need a data plan. Tablets will all have the Bluetooth capability for wireless sound and other features. E-readers. A past favorite for users, now they are gradually being replaced by tablets. An e-reader is designed for reading books, magazines, and other materials. Your choice of apps and places to buy the books depend on the device that you purchased. Most e-readers access the internet and can be used to save web pages and PDF files. Although tablets are fast taking over the e-reader business, there's still a type of e-reader which is unique to tablets. This type of reader uses e-paper and is usually black and white. It resembles a page and it's not backlit, so it's better outdoors. This reader cannot be used for videos and other types of apps. An LCD screen on an e-reader is more versatile. You can see colors, and this device will have many features of a tablet. Next, iPods and MP3 players. An MP3 player is a digital audio player that uses flash memory for storing music files known as MP3 files. Think of it as a storage device that allows you to transfer audio files, such as from your computer to the player. It provides a potential for thousands of songs arranged in playlists. The iPod is a type of MP3 player made by Apple. The iPod uses iTunes to organize and transfer music. MP3 players will use a variety of sources for their music organization. Some MP3 players come with music already installed. Now we're going to talk about the Internet of Things. The Internet of Things is where everyday physical objects are connected to the Internet and can identify themselves to other devices or processes using a unique IP address. This might be referred to as big data. Cisco, which is a technology company, predicts that Internet traffic by non-PC devices will rise to just under 70% in 2019. Where do we find the Internet of Things devices? Well, we can find them on a human, attached on or inside the body, which monitors our health. We can find them in the home, such as home controllers and security systems. We can find them in stores, including the self-checkout, in store offers that you can find online, and inventory analysis. You can find them in offices to manage the energy used in the office and security. They're found in factories and work sites, which help with repetitive work routines and predictive maintenance. They're found in vehicles, inside moving vehicles for maintenance and usage-based design. And they are found in cities and public spaces, traffic control, smart meters, environmental monitoring. And then they're even found outside, such as railroad tracks or autonomous vehicles that drive by themselves, or flight navigation. How do these devices communicate? They communicate in different ways. Some of these devices communicate from device to device using the unique IP address of each one, or they can use Bluetooth. Some examples of this include light bulbs, light switches, and door locks. They also communicate device to cloud. The device is connected to the Internet Cloud Service to exchange data. It uses either a Wi-Fi connection or, in some cases, a wired Ethernet connection. An example of this would be smart TVs. Another way to communicate is a device to gateway. So this uses an app to connect to a cloud service. So in this case, a smartphone running an app to communicate with your fitness band, sending data to the cloud. Then there's back-end data sharing, communication setup that enables users to export and analyze data from a cloud service in combination with data from other services. It allows a single device data stream to be aggregated and analyzed. So for example, Map My Fitness includes data from various devices like Fitbit, a pedometer, and a Map app, with data stored on the cloud and analyzed on your smartphone with apps. An example of an Internet of Things device is Amazon Echo. This is a hands-free speaker that you can control with your voice. It plays music, provides news or weather information, can tell you what's on your calendar, and even order something directly from Amazon. You can use the Amazon app to teach it skills, and it uses far-field voice recognition to recognize and respond to your requests. Another example is the SmartThings Hub. This is one of the many types of home monitoring devices. It can connect things like smart locks, lights, outlets, and more. It's controlled by an app that you have on your phone or tablet. It can send notifications to your phone, such as how much energy you're using or if your security is breached, and it requires an internet connection. Another example is the Nest. This is a smart thermostat with built-in sensors that can track your movements in the house. It can provide custom automatic temperature adjusting, as well as scheduling times to alter the temperature, such as turning on the heat at a specific time in the late afternoon. There are other products that work with the Nest, including home security cameras, smoke and carbon monoxide detectors. So one of the issues is security. If they are poorly secured devices and they're connected, they can affect the security of the internet around the world. Another issue is privacy. There are concerns about the way data is collected and analyzed and used and protected. There's also concerns about operating standards. Some products may be too complex or too inflexible. And finally, there's legal and regulatory issues. These are concerns about cross-border data, so data from one jurisdiction transferred to another that uses different data protection, or misuse of data, or conflicts between law enforcement and civil rights, data retention long after the use is ended, and then legal liability for unintended purposes. Example in point, smart refrigerators. Smart refrigerators are connected to the internet, and their vulnerability may not be the compressor, but rather the software that runs the refrigerator. And this can cause some serious problems, including the fact that they are connected to the internet all the time without any input from you. It's very common to have bugs in the software. They can become security holes if the software is not updated properly. Without proper security, you can compromise your whole home network and people can gain access to all of your devices. And note that when you buy a smart refrigerator, the warranty usually does not mention the software. So your question is, will they support problems in the future? If you plan on buying a smart refrigerator, ask about the software updates when you go to buy it. Ask them how long the refrigerator will get updates and what happens after it stops getting updates. Another example is that cute toy by Cloudpets. Cloudpets are a range of stuffed toys that enable children and parents to stay in touch through voice messages. However, the poorly secured data was accessed and copied by cyber extortionists who held data for ransom. This breach of personal data leaked 820,000 accounts of users of this teddy bear, including nearly 2.2 million voice recordings of children and parents, email addresses, and passwords. This occurred because a database owned by MongoDB required no authentication to access and contained links to files of the voice messages hosted in the Amazon cloud, which also required no authentication. Data can be found by searching the internet for insecure MongoDB installations using a special search engine. This is not the first toy to be targeted. My Friend Kayla dolls have been banned in Germany due to fears of hacking. In November of 2015, the database belonging to children's electronic company VTech was compromised, exposing the data of 6.3 million people. Another example is the Amazon Echo. The Amazon Echo, known as Alexa, is always listening, which raises concerns about privacy. Although Amazon insists it doesn't listen or record private conversations, if you are concerned, you can use the mute button. It does keep your past recordings, questions, and requests to Alexa, but you can delete them from your account. However, she may not be able to understand you as well. Other possible problems include the potential for data breach and the ability of a person on your network to eavesdrop on your questions. The solution lies in the companies that design these devices and the consumers who need to ensure these devices are safe. At this time, it's not always a sure thing. So the bottom line is, there's many technology devices with new ones popping up all the time. You can choose what you need, but remember that they could become obsolete at any time, or worse yet, no longer supported, which can make it a security risk. As consumers, we need to insist on better security for our online devices. For best protection, enable all updates for your devices, and updates provide the security patches needed for safe usage. That's it for today. Enjoy your new technology.